Hi, and welcome back to my probably last episode of my playthrough of Tomb. During the last episode, I did a major mistake when playing the Shattered Steel card here. It says, while you are a CM, destroy an item or a treasure card attached to a character in the raiding party. So far this is correct, but there is this battle beforehand, and this means you can only use it as a battle action. So instead of having a monster attack an actual character in the raiding party, you have to do this battle action here. And of course he did that during, I think was when the trap was revealed, and then he was trying to roll some additional dice and he failed, and so this was completely wrong. So blue player was not allowed to play this Shattered Steel card at this point in time, and one of the consequences was that this bag of cauldrons has been removed from one of the characters. I think this was from Saryville. In the end it was not really that bad what happened, so all the characters took 2 wounds or so, but of course the red player had to move back to the inn. Not sure if he really would made it with these additional dice, so this is something that I have to guess, but definitely I will give for once this bag of cauldrons to the red player or to Saryville back, and as some kind of compensation I will also give this falling stone trap worth 5 experience points to the red players as well, and as a kind of a punishment I will also remove this Shattered Steel card from play. Additionally, I forgot to use the special ability from Cone here after you kill the last creature, and you remember there was a huge fight at the end of the last episode, so I would be allowed to roll his holiness dice now, and I think these are still 3 blue and 1 red die. So let's see. Okay, this is only 1 wound, which we can remove from Cone. But I think these were all the mistakes I made. Thanks again to everyone who made me aware of my mistakes, and really this helps a lot to correct the game, explain the game correctly to you. So really keep on making me aware of any mistakes. Let's move over to the red player who tries to, raid this crypt here. Blue will be the crypt master, and blue will say there are monsters in this crypt. So there are no traps, but I think red will take the risk, and so the monsters will be revealed, and in this case these are 3 monsters. So here we have Avatar of Amuduzi. When a character wounds the character, the avatar discard 1 card from the character, raiding player's choice. This is already pretty nasty. And then we have Rubric here. Rubric also seems to be pretty tough because of his 10 dice here, but Rubric will only act at the end of the combat round, but he only takes wounds from green dice. He only has 1 hit point, which is already good, but on the other hand he will attack each character with these 10 red dice. So this is really something we have to take care of basically at our very first action here. And then we have the Stoneblight Cyclops, and he's can be pretty cool because it says when revealed, make a holiness roll for the Stoneblight Cyclops with basically 3 successes. If successful, discard him and give all of the treasures in this crypt, if any, to the raiding party. I think we can skip this as we don't have any cleric with us. I think no one has any holiness dice, so I think we can skip that step. But one thing that we will not skip is this free spell here, and I think Cardin will cast this spell, and this says react. When monster cards are revealed, lower the dice on 1 monster by 1 type, and of course this is awesome. I already tempted to play this card on Rubric because then we definitely don't have any problems with him, so we would lower his dice by 1 type. This would be the red type, and then he would roll any dice, but I'm pretty positive that we can defeat Rubric pretty soon, so I think we will rather cast this spell on the Stoneblight Cyclops. So in this case he would only be allowed to roll 3 green and 3 blue dice. Awesome. And then blue will start the combat round with the Avatar of Amuduzi, and I think red will declare Cardin as the defender because he has 5 hit points, so this should be sufficient to survive this first swing by the Avatar. Okay, these are the combat dice for the Avatar, and these are, wow, 4 hits. That was close. So we have to give 4 hits to Cardin here, and we are already down to only 1 hit point. Wow, this was really a mighty swing here. I think red will attack with Cerevel because Cerevel can roll, let's see, 5 green dice, 1 blue die and 3 red dice, and we really have to get rid of Rubric here, and as Rubric can only be hurt with green dice, I think this is our best bet here, so let's try to kill the Rubric. So basically I could roll more dice, but only the green dice count here, so I will only roll the green dice. We are looking for 1 success here, fingers crossed, and yeah, here's our success. So our biggest problem is already gone, so we scored 4 additional experience points. Next we will have the Stoneblight Cyclops will attack someone, and I think we will declare Sorceress Igraine as the defender because she also has 5 hit points. Again, I would say we have a pretty good chance to survive this attack. Remember, we lowered the dice pool by 1 type, and of course we decided to go with a red type here, so this is the dice pool for the Stoneblight Cyclops. And oh wow, that's great. That's only 1 wound, which we have to give to Sorceress Igraine. Okay, next we will try to attack with the Iron Duke here. And the Iron Duke has a pretty good chance to defeat the avatar of Amoduzi, who says, when a character wounds the avatar, discard 1 card from the character, rating party's choice. I would read this card really, if we kill it immediately, I think we don't have to lose any card here. This is my interpretation, I might be completely wrong here, but I think it clearly says wounds the avatar, but we really try to kill it with 1 ring here. And remember, the Iron Duke's hits count doubled, so I think we should be really able to kill the avatar with 1 ring here. These are 1, 2, 3, 4 successes, basically 8 wounds, and that's definitely more than enough to kill the avatar of Amoduzi. Okay, next we have Igraine, who can take an attack, and Igraine is rolling, that's not too bad, 3 blue dice. So let's hope for the best here. Wow, not too bad, 2 wounds. And then we come to our wizard, Cadin. Cadin is allowed to roll only 1 blue die. So let's see. No, that's no hit. And then we start a new combat round, but before the Stoneblight Cyclops would go first, we will have Igraine use her spell here before a combat round begins, make a magical roll. I could have used it in the first combat round, but I think this risk was too high for me to get a wound to this avatar basically, and then she would lose 1 of her spells, and this is definitely something I wanted to avoid. So I want to get rid of the avatar before I use this spell, but this time I definitely try to use it. So we will roll our 4 spell dice here. And we will hope for at least 3 successes. Oh, come on, that's only 1. And now the Stoneblight Cyclops will attack, and this time we will declare Cerevel as the defender. Cerevel also has 5 hit points, so again we have a pretty good chance to survive this attack. Let's see. Okay, these are 3 hits. Cerevel is definitely okay. And then he will hit back with his awesome amount of combat dice. I just noticed I completely forgot her special ability here. And this says if her first action in a combat round is to cast a spell, she may immediately perform an additional combat action. So in this case, she might really be able to kill the Stoneblight Cyclops because she would be rolling 3 blue dice. And the chance were not too bad that she rolled 3 successes here. So maybe Cerevel wouldn't take any hits. Yeah, that's now tough to decide. Okay, let's make it that way. We will roll now 3 blue dice. If she is able to kill the Stoneblight Cyclops, then we will remove the wounds from Cerevel. If not, then everything is as expected. Okay, let's see. If we are able to roll 3 successes, then Cerevel is basically fully healed. Can you believe it? Awesome. Okay, so I think then we more or less postponed her additional combat action, and this would allow her to kill the Stoneblight Cyclops in a very heroic attempt to cast spells and then whatever, throwing a flame spear towards the Stoneblight Cyclops whatsoever. You get the idea. Nevertheless, Cerevel hasn't taken any wounds. Okay, blue will have a very short turn action and will just move back to the inn. One of his characters is really gravely wounded, but nevertheless I think we will stay in the tomb and we'll head over at least to this crypt with a number 3 here, because without it basically, because if we would return our red back to the inn, heal there, maybe draw a card or two, then until he makes it back to this tomb, blue is more or less finished, I think. So I think we take the risk here and we'll move 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 spaces towards this crypt. As blue started his turn in the inn, he is fully healed, or all the characters are fully healed, and I think for his turn action he will hire Squire Orden here, who is a fighter, and we definitely need an additional fighter in our team. And red will just continue his movement towards this crypt here. Blue will stay one more turn in the inn and will grab an item card and an additional tactic card. And here's the item we just got. This is the halberd. And this brings us 2 additional blue dice, not too bad. And as a reaction ability, before a monster attacks this character, inflict 1 wound on this monster. And this can be pretty game changing, especially when we take, let's say, let him defend against a monster with only 1 more hit point left. Okay, red will try to raid this crypt here. And again, blue will say there are monsters in this crypt. I think we are pretty sure we want to go for these monsters here. At least we want to see what's in this crypt. So let's reveal the 2 monsters. And these are Corinne's Refuge. When revealed, the Crypt Master moves one of his or her characters to the crypt as a monster. If killed, he joins the raiding party. Otherwise, the character is completely healed and returned to the Crypt Master's party. This is really a nasty card. So let's do that, and I think we will move the new fighter to this crypt here, because the other character is definitely too valuable and there's really a high chance that we will lose Squire Orden here. Of course, he takes his weapon with him. This can be pretty nasty for the red player, but it could also be very cool for the red player, because when he tries or when he kills this monster, then he can take it over. Let's have a look at the second monster. And this would be the Devourer. When Devourer acts, including attacks, it may use any 1 card attached to a member of the raiding party. Oh, come on, that's also a very nasty card. I think we have to deal with it. Of course, we also must not forget that when the monsters are revealed, we would lower the dice on the 1 monster by 1 type. And of course, we will go for the Devourer here. And this can be pretty nice, because the Devourer right now is only rolling blue dice. Again, the Crypt Master always goes first, but I think this time we definitely won't forget to use the special ability of Igraine here. Last time we didn't forget that. It was more or less a tactical issue. For once we can now use this spell here, so we have to roll 3 successes. And if we pass, we would inflict 1 wound on each monster in this crypt here. Oh, pity. This was definitely not a good magic roll, but still we would be allowed to use now her special ability. And this is what we forgot the last time, so she can take an additional combat action immediately. So we will roll her 3 blue attack dice, and I'm pretty sure we will attack the character from the blue player here in order to bring him down as quickly as possible. So let's hope for some successes here. Oh, that's really a pity. Not 1 hit here. But still, we have 1 more special ability to go for, and this would be Cerebral. And Cerebral can roll his 5 attack dice basically at the start of any combat round, and so let's do that. Again, we will hit the Squire Orden here, and we are really looking for 4 successes here, and this would be so awesome. No, only 1 hit, so Orden is still doing fine. Okay, I think we will have Squire Orden attack first here, and he would roll 4 blue dice, and I think red will declare Cadin as the defender. For once, he only has 1 more hit points left, and this would also allow us to remove this awful armor, which reduces our speed by 4. So let's roll the 4 blue dice, and maybe we are terribly lucky and don't roll any hit here. No, we are not. So that's definitely sure Cadin is dead. So we will remove everything that's attached to him as well. And then we will have the Iron Druk attack. And I think we will attack Corinne's Refugee, because he's still attacking us this round. So at least maybe we were really lucky and kill this guy with only 3 hit points. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's roll some dice here. We're looking for 3 successes. Yes, awesome. So here's 1, here's 2, and there's the 3rd success. Enough to kill the refuge, and this would bring us 4 additional experience points. Then the Devourer would attack. Unfortunately, the Devourer doesn't have any blue dice left, but he would still be allowed to use any one card from any character in play. And I think we will use the weapon from Cereal, the throwing daggers or the throwing knives. And this would bring him at least 1 green die and 1 red die. The blue dice are completely out of scope here. And I think red will declare Cereal also as the defender, so she will protect herself from her own throwing knives. So let's see, and this is 1 wound, which we would have to inflict on Cereal. And I think then we will have Cereal attack, and he can roll also a hell of a lot of dice here because of her base skill and also because of her weapon. Of course, she's still allowed to use her own weapon. And of course, we will attack Squire Orden this time, and we only need 3 successes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's definitely enough to bring Orden down to 0 hit points, which means he would now join the other or the red party. Not so nice for the blue player. And then a new combat round starts. Remember, the blue player or Orden already took his attack action, so he's not allowed to take an additional attack action only because he changed side. So that's definitely not possible at this point in time. So a new combat round would start, and I think again Cereal will use his base special ability, which lets him roll his green dice first. So that's 4 dice, and if we are lucky, we are rolling 4 hits here. No, that's only 2, but this would definitely bring him already down to only 2 hit points. Then we will have Igraine use her special combat ability. We're looking for 3 successes. No, that's not a success. So the monster, the Devourer, doesn't take a wound, but we still would be allowed to take an additional combat action with her 3 blue dice. And this could really be enough to roll 2 successes. Yeah, that's definitely enough to kill the Devourer at this point in time. And this would score us an additional 7 hit points. This was really awesome. And here we have the treasure that's still in this crypt, and this is the Ring of Regeneration. That's worth 7 experience points, but it will also give us 1 additional hit point, and when you leave a crypt, this character's wounds are healed. So this is definitely a no-brainer. We will give this ring to Cereal, and Cereal definitely can use it. So right now we are leaving this crypt, basically, and we managed to finish it, so we will completely heal Cereal from her wounds. Perfect. As Cadin died this round, we would be allowed to bring a new character into the play, and this is Lady Erin. Lady Erin is a rogue with a very cool reaction ability. When you move to the tomb, draw an in card. This is perfect. And I think as it's now blue player's turn, blue still needs character, at least he drew a good one, but lost it immediately because of this Corin's Refuge card. So we will definitely hire Lady Erin. The good thing about having cut in die for the red player was also that the movement was increased. So the red player can now move 9 spaces, which is definitely not too bad. So I think we will go into this crypt here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And I think blue will draw another item card and an additional tactic card. We will equip the Shadow Blade immediately to our rogue, and this is really a powerful rogue, as you can see. So also a relatively cool all-rounder who has now 5 blue attack dice and 2 green and 1 red. Not too bad. Okay, red will move 1, 2 spaces to this crypt, and blue will hire Norik the Burner. You know, this mean little fella who can more or less remove all treasure cards when we sacrifice Norik. So we will definitely go for him, and because a wizard, we would be allowed to draw a spell card. Okay, let's have red go for this crypt here. And again, blue would announce that there are monsters in this crypt. Of course, I think red will definitely face these monsters, so let's see what we have here. And these are the 3 monsters. When revealed, the raiding player may discard 2 items from the raiding party. That's definitely something we are not going to do. Each combat round, Squid Iska rolls an attack against each character, 1 character per action. So this is really mean. So more or less he will attack 4 times, so definitely someone we have to take care of first. And the Sturges are also very mean. When revealed, Sturges roll an attack against every character in every party in the tomb. And as we are now before the actual combat round, this is definitely something that will go first. But we have one additional thing, of course, which I forgot, and these are the throwing knives here. And this says, when monsters are revealed, roll 3 green dice. For each success, inflict 1 wound on any one monster. So let's see. And if we are really lucky, then we would be allowed to kill the Sturges directly before he does any damage. So let's hope for the best. Of course, we are not lucky at this point in time. Sturges still survives. Okay, then let's start from left to right. Let's first attack the Iron Duke here. So that's 1 wound for the Iron Duke. Then we will hit, or try to hit, Sorceress Igraine. That's another wound. Then Cerevel. That's 2 wounds. And last but not least, Squire Orden, who takes also only 1 wound. And now the actual combat round begins, and now we can use the special abilities from Sorceress Igraine first, of course. So she will roll for her spell. Again, she failed. That's really a pity, but still she's now allowed to roll her 3 blue dice. And I think we will try to hit the Crypt Iskar, because this is really the meanest fella right now. So let's really hope for some successes here. And come on, this is not 1 hit. This is really a pity. And then we can use Cerevel's special ability, so he can roll his green dice first. So let's hope for the best. And that's at least 2 wounds, which you would give to the Crypt Iskar, of course. And then the Lost Iskarid would attack, and I think we will announce... I think we will go for the Squire Orden, I guess. Yeah, I think this is our weakest character, so he has to take the hits. So let's see, and these are 2 hits, which is actually not enough to kill him. So that's definitely very lucky for the red player. I think next we will have attack him, and he will also go for the Crypt Iskar. So he's allowed to roll 4 blue dice, and we are looking for 2 successes here, and this time he's really doing good. The Crypt Iskar is dead and brings 5 experience points. Then the Sturges will take her normal action with 3 blue dice, and I think again we will announce Squire Orden again as the defender. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, this time it's definitely not enough. The Squire Orden is dead. Then we will have Cerevel take his normal attack against the Lost Iskarid. We are looking for 3 successes. Yeah, that's definitely more than enough. Kill the Lost Iskarid, and these are 4 additional points. And then the Iron Duke will take his attack, and we are only looking for 1 success. Yeah, this one is down as well, worth 3 additional experience points. And this is the Assassin's Cup. This is worth 9 experience points, and it allows you to kill another character in another raiding party. Come on, this is really ridiculous. But I think we will bank it, because there are only 2 more tombs left, and I think red is really by far in the lead, so let's just bank this Assassin's Cup. Another hero died, so we are allowed to draw Sartok here, and Sartok is a special one. I know him quite well. If your party has 2 Sartoks, all of his dice are blue. If your party has 3 or more Sartoks, all of his dice are red. I think there are 3 or 4 Sartoks in play right now. He's not very valuable. He really shines when he comes in pairs. Blue has to come back to the Crypt now. I think he's still allowed to move 13 spaces. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Coming close. And I think red will move back to the inn in order to heal his characters. And blue will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Red will heal his characters. And I think he will go for Logan Ebenwolf in order to prepare for the last crypt. Blue will move 1, 2 spaces towards this crypt here. And red will also move to the tomb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Again, I forgot to use the special ability of Vestra. Let's do it quickly now. When you enter the tomb, discard one card from any tomb. Let us just shuffle this deck one more time. And then we will discard this card. And awesome, this is a monster which we can discard from the game. And now let's face this crypt here, or let's try to raid it. So red takes these cards. And red says there's a trap. You can assign one character and you have to use your skill value. I think that's a no-brainer for the blue player, who will assign Vestra in order to try to disarm this trap here. These are her dice. She's not really doing too good. I really should have not given the glove to someone else. The red additional die is definitely awesome. Okay, let's hope for the best. Let's roll as many successes. 3, that's definitely not too bad. Let's have a look at the trap. And that's a blinding mirror. Characters may not cast spells this combat. I think that's not really a problem, as we don't... Yeah, we have one wizard, but I think that's okay. We definitely have to discard this blinding mirror here, so worth no experience points. And then we head over to the remaining cards. And then red says there are monsters in this crypt as well. At least no additional trap here. And I think we are still doing fine. So let's see how many monsters we have. And a little bit annoyed, red only shows this one monster here, the Elite. And this says, when revealed, make a contested skill versus skill roll against a character in the raiding party, raiding player's choice. If successful, the raiding player must give one attached treasure to another party. Yeah, we definitely have attached treasure, so we have to do that. Of course, she will roll this dice pool here, and blue will announce Vestra as the defender. So let's go for Elite here first. So let's see how many successes. Oh, that's 2 successes for the Elite. And this is the dice pool for Vestra. And she also rolls 2 successes, so she is fine. So in a contested roll, you definitely have more successes than the contester. So I think this is definitely fine. We can start our actual combat round. Okay, the Elite will attack a character, and I think we will declare... Yeah, we will declare our wizard. No, not our wizard. No. Let's go for Cone. So 3 dice. 3 successes. Oh, come on. That's nearly killed him. But he's still doing fine. And then we will attack with Lady Erin. I think she's rolling a hell of a lot of dice. We are looking for 3 successes. Yeah, not a problem. The Elite is dead. So this brings us 4 victory points for her. And then we can reveal the 2 treasure cards that have to be there. And this is very nice. Here we have a glove that gives you +3 move. We could maybe really make it to the other crypt before the red player could go there. This is really awesome. And we would gain 3 blue holiness. Do we need blue holiness? Yes, we do need blue holiness for Cone, basically, so he can heal immediately after the last monster has been killed. I think we forgot that, so I will do that right now. So, but the treasures are after we killed the last monster, so this is definitely not allowed. He will not be able to use it, but maybe in order to heal the next time. So we will definitely attach this glove here to Vestra, and Vestra now brings +6 move in total, and this is definitely not too bad. And we give the 3+ holiness to our cleric, I guess. Or should we do that? No. Let's bank the holiness. That's worth 3 experience points. The same goes for the Elite. Let's roll for Cone's ability, and that's 2 successes, so we are allowed to heal 2 wounds from Cone. And now we will move the red player again towards the crypt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then we will play the Earthquake. Each party in the tomb has their move reduced by the value equal to the caster's magic dice until the beginning of your next turn. So this is awesome. The magic die for Igraine are 4. So that means blue can only move 12 spaces instead of 16. And this is awesome. And we can discard this Earthquake here. I think 12 is definitely not enough to bring us there, though that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Come on, we are one space short. That's so mean. Okay, we have to live with that. So now we can move over to the blue player, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then red will also move to the crypt entrance, and now it's blue player's turn again, and blue will of course raid the crypt. So red one more time will be the crypt master, and the crypt master will announce there are monsters in this crypt. I think blue says, okay, I have to go for it, so let's reveal the monsters. And we have 2 monsters in this crypt. The right one is the Sithith, whatever, Sithiths. Oh, that's tough for German. When we select a character in the raiding party, that character cannot act during the first combat round. Not a problem. We will go for our wizard, so Norik the Burner. So we're already taking care of him. The Crusher is a little bit meaner. When revealed, draw and attach 1 item card to Crusher. Let's see what we get. So we draw this item card. And this is a breastplate, and the breastplate gives us 2 additional hit points. So in total we have to bring him down 5 hit points. Okay, I think overall that's not too bad. Still, he would take his first action, and I think we will attack with the Sithith here, and he would roll his attack dice now. And this time we really have to go for Norik as a defender. I think there's no way around it. So let's hope we roll lower than 2 successes here, but it's very unlikely. Yeah, that's 3 successes, so Norik is already dead. Nice little fella, didn't bring us anything, but at least he more or less disabled 1 ability of the Sithis here, and yeah, I think he took the very first swing, so we might be able to get rid of the Crusher now. These are the attack dice for Vestra, and let's really hope for the best. So that's 1, 2, 3 hits, which is great because he has her weapon, and if she has 3 or more of your attack dice are successful, the target of the attack cannot attack until this character dies or acts again. That's already awesome, but still we can inflict 3 wounds on the Crusher. So that's 1, we remove the 2 extra hit points and give him 1 more. Now Crusher's turn would be to attack, but he's not allowed to do so because of the special attack of Vestra. And now I think we will have Lady Erin take her swing. And of course we will go for the Sithis here, and we would roll 5 dice. And that's 3 successes. Wow, nearly enough to kill the Sithis. But not quite. We are still looking for 1 additional wound, and I think we can still attack with Cone, and Cone would roll 1 additional die. Yeah. Nope, that's 2 green dice. Sorry, my bad. And if we are lucky, we are rolling 1 hit. Come on, yeah, you did it. What an awesome fella. Good job, man. So Sithis are down, worth 5 experience points. Then a new combat round would start. We still have Crusher, but Crusher cannot attack because he's still more or less disabled by Vestra's mighty attack. And then we will have Lady Erin attack him again with 5 blue dice. And we are only looking for 2 additional successes here. Yes, not a problem. These are 2 hits, and the Crusher is also dead. Bam bam. So this was really awesome. This brings us an additional 4 experience points. This armor is just being discarded, and then we can have a look at the remaining treasure. As this was the last crypt, we can immediately bank it. So we have here the Isadran Mail, worth 5 experience points. Mkono Dairat, also worth 5 experience points. And the Potion of Mist Form, worth 9 experience points. Man, that's awesome. So let's bank those artifacts straight away. And as this was the last crypt, the game ends immediately after this round. Here we have the pile of the blue player, the pile for the red player, and believe it or not, blue has 97 experience points and red has 94. 4 experience points. That's really a very close call. I'm not so sure if all the mistakes I've made really changed the result too much. I hope not, but in the end I was playing against myself, so it really doesn't matter. The idea was just to give you an idea about this game and give you more or less some point of decision if you like this game or not. Let's have a last look at the empty tomb here with all the crypts that have been raided by the players. I think it was really close call because in the end really Red could also go there. I think he was really disabled because of his slow movement, which cost him really some additional turns to get to the crypts here. But I think you cannot change it. That's the name of the game here. I really hope you enjoyed my playthrough of Tomb. I definitely did. Really a great game. I'm definitely going for the Crypt Master expansion or additional box in order to bring some additional monsters and cards into the game. And I would really love to see you all back in one of my next playthroughs or videos. And until then, bye bye.